I just love that music, man. I love when he comes in and we get to experience this warmness. It's this amazing warmness that just it kind of creeps on you, right? So anyway, guys, what's happening? This is Wardell Potts Jr. for Solar Records Radio, and I just love that song. So I want to just say, what's happening, everybody? How y'all doing? We're gonna have a good time today. It's Friday, and we celebrate the sound of Los Angeles records. So let's do it. Come on, Midnight Star. Show us what you're working with. Here we go again, doing our thing on Solar Records Radio. And this is Wardell Potts Jr. How are you guys? I hope y'all are well. Hope everybody's good and everything's good wherever you may be. Um, it is Friday and it's time to kick off the weekend. And I'm having a hard time because I can't find my wife's wallet. That's making me crazy. And so it's like me losing my own wallet. It's like, whoa, that's just sad. So keep us in prayer. And hopefully we'll find it. But anyway, guys, much love to Solar for blessing us for so many years and just doing what Solar did for us. And from the, I guess, 78 until it ended, whatever year that was. I don't even know, but I know that a lot of us had left the writers and stuff and moved on, like in 86, 85, 86. And so but from 79 for me to 85, I had a great time. And we had a wonderful venture with Solar. Just being blessed by all the opportunities that came, and so thanks again to Dick Griffey and Leon Silvers for opening those doors for all of us writers and producers from Silver Spoon Productions, and the Silvers themselves, the group, the Silvers, they got their claim to fame in terms of writing and stuff. They were writing with us, and then eventually we did an album with them at the end, but it didn't get the kind of love that it should have gotten because Dick Griffey at that point had moved on, strangely enough. But it's just really sad that that record did not get the love it deserved because it was powerful. And I'll play you a couple songs from the Silver stuff. That we had a good time, and but much love to all you guys around the world. I hope y'all are good. And um, let's see here. I'm going to. I'm looking for the Silvers right now because I do want to play. I mean, they have some great old school songs too. Um, I'm looking at them right now. Wow, what a beautiful song. Uh, but anyway, I wanted to just talk a little bit about Solar and the creation of the sound of Los Angeles Records, the sound that was created. And that was using Leon Silver's created that sound using us as that's Dana Myers and Wardell Potts, Ricky Smith, Kevin Spencer, just William Shelby, Stephen Shockley, just a lot of us. We were just pulled in, and we were like the core of the sound of Los Angeles, and that was interesting, and it was good, but it was a beautiful place to be when you are right in the midst of your dreams and you're just praying that God blesses you. And He did. And we were all very blessed to be a part of Solar. And it was a difficult, there were some very difficult times. We had but we learned and we worked really hard together. Leon was a good teacher. Um, and we were all good students, pretty much. We were all ready to learn and do whatever we had to do. And we did that. And what a blessing. What a beautiful blessing it was um, be a part of something so good and so beautiful. I remember we were in the studio and we were recording And the Beat Goes On, and that song, that was the first time that I did anything for the Whispers. And it wasn't even about the Whispers at the time. It was about Myersville Apartment Woods, because we were actually recording it for them. And they were supposed to be signed to Solar, and Dick was going to release it on them. But when Dick heard it, he was like, I really want this for the Whispers. And Leon, I guess, going back and forth with him like this, but these guys, these are my guys. And Dick was like, but these are my guys. And so, they had to figure that out, and I guess they did. And it worked out well for the writers. And we all got, our claim, our fame because of it. And so let me just play a song so you know what I'm talking about.
Just like my love, everlasting. Oh, and the beat goes on, still moving strong. And the beat goes on, just like my love, everlasting. Oh, and the beat goes on, still moving strong. And I love it. And the beat goes on, just like my
Oh, yes, sir. And so that's the song. I mean, we had a wonderful time. What's up, Greg?
What's Odell? I've heard that song before.
I
That's
was
going to be a
wondering.
big hit.
That's going to be a big hit. I think so too, man. I hope so. And so I was just sharing with the listeners, like as we were going through, as we were putting the group together, the sound was created by the Throwdown Brothers. The Throwdown Brothers consisted of Dana Myers, William Shelby, Kevin Spencer, Wardell Potts, Ricky Smith, Stephen Shockley, Richard Randolph, Pepper Ernest Reed, Leon Silvers. And so that was the Throwdown Brothers. And, not, I mean, we didn't all record together all the time, but those guys were the main guys. And so periodically Leon would, uh, not, he might not have Pepper and Steve Shockley at the same time because they played the same kind of plucking. So we would have Steve Shockley most of the time. And then when we did Dynasty, he would add Richard Randolph and Pepper Reed, and Pepper would get most of the sessions. But as we were doing other things, Richard and Pepper would participate as well with Shalimar and stuff like that. Because Shalimar didn't have a band. We were Shalimar's band. Dynasty was Shalimar's band, pretty much. And so we did everything for them. And that was a blessing. That was a beautiful blessing. Being able um, to be able to support Dynasty and Shalimar at the same time, and having the opportunity to play with both. For me, I was the only member from Dynasty that played with Shalimar and Dynasty, and that was good. I had a good time doing that. I enjoyed it. So, what's going on, Greg?
On the question straight away.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
So,
Let's
so,
go.
so, so how long were you guys? I'm talking about the Throwdown Brothers here. How long were you guys actually recording together for so long before the Throwdown Brothers name was coined? And in addition to that question, didn't anybody think of you not forming a band, but releasing material that you Throwdown Brothers guys did
So,
just together?
initial. Well, Steve Shockley was already in a group. He was in
Yeah,
Lakeside. So the only thing we could do, everybody else was Dynasty except for Dana Myers, and
yeah.
so we basically did put a group together, and it was called Mirrors,
Oh,
and Mirrors was Dynasty's band,
oh, okay.
right? And Kevin Spencer and William Shelby. So
Right.
we were doing our own thing. We were just gonna just put it out there. And when Leon found out that we were doing that,
Oh,
I'm not sure because I can't put myself in his brain, but based off of the reaction, it caused us to not be able to focus on us because he made us so busy producing
Right.
everybody else
Yeah.
that we didn't have time for ourselves. And so that really caused us to collapse as mirrors. We couldn't focus on it because Leon would even take the songs that we had for Mira and say, "Oh, that'd be great for this person, or that'd be great for
Oh,
Carrie Lucas,
oh,
or that'd
really?
be great." Yes, and so like for instance, one of the songs, um, it was called. Became a song. They changed the title to "Men" by Carrie Lucas. That was
Oh, okay.
the Mira song.
Oh, right. I didn't know any of this.
Yeah, so that song was a Mira song, and we just went in the studio and recorded it, and we were so excited about it, and we knew that we were going to a different dimension. We were taking the music someplace else. Um, it ended up being kind of corny because she ended up writing the lyrics, Carrie Lucas, and it just wasn't what we wanted as
Right.
as guys, like we wanted to be tough. We wanted to be tough, right? And Linda Carrier had already left Dynasty and had gone on to do, she got married and had kids and stuff. So she was doing her life, and so Nidra she was just doing Nidra. So we as the band was like, we're gonna do something, and so we really focused on doing it. We tried to focus on doing it. And like I said, once Leon got a hold of that, he started making us really busy. And next thing you know, we're producing Glenn Jones, Evelyn Champagne King, the Spinners. I mean, we were in the studio with every artist, Janet Jackson. We were busy and he kept us busy.
Well, why
Tavon,
do you think he did that?
well, that's something, like I said, I can't put myself inside of his head, but I think now when I look back at it and I kind of figured out the character that Leon is now, I would think that he probably did that because he didn't want us to do it. And that was his only way of stopping us from doing our own thing.
But wouldn't that have been an added thing for Solar if you'd have gone ahead with that? Wouldn't that have maybe not taken Solar into another direction, yes, but not outside the boundaries?
Well,
And another sound.
it wasn't even about Solar,
Right.
because we had already started working with other record companies then,
Okay. Right.
doing all these other artists and stuff, Gladys Knight and the Pip. So I mean, we had already started
Yeah, yeah,
working
sure, yeah.
with other artists. So um, it would have been, I think it would have been beautiful for him to have to say, "Hey, you guys doing that? Can I help
Mm,
you? Can I produce?
yeah,
Let me produce a
sure.
few tracks on you guys,"
Yeah.
and helped us. It would have been a beautiful blessing, but I think he did the wrong thing. And
Yes.
even though it was good for us in terms of, we got production and stuff and writers and all that kind of stuff, that helped our careers.
Yes.
But it didn't help us musically as far as a group that would be able to be out there now, like all these other groups are. You
Yes.
know,
But
we
when you say you wrote that song as a collaboration that he took for Carrie Lucas, because that was between you guys, how could Leon take that song from you and say Carrie Lucas is going to sing it? It's your song.
he didn't take it.
Okay.
He suggested
Okay.
to
Okay.
the other writers, "Hey, I
Okay.
want you. You could produce this on Carrie Lucas. I really like this. Can you guys produce this on Carrie?" And so he influenced them, and then they came back to us and said, "Hey, we have a chance to produce this on Carrie. Is that okay?" And so what happened? He started breaking us down.
Yes.
So he's divided and conquered,
Yes.
and that's what happened to Mirrors. Leon divided us and conquered us. And whether he wants to admit that or not,
Yeah.
that would be Leon's perspective. Just like
Yeah.
this is just my perspective,
Yes.
you know. And the other guys may have a different perspective, but
Yeah.
my perspective,
Yes.
and I was Leon's roommate.
Yes.
I knew a lot of the inside stuff, and so I that's just what I felt.
Okay. That's a bit sad though.
It is sad because um but you got to think about, we all are entitled to make mistakes. I mean, I think that, Leon was being thinking more about his company than he was thinking about us as individuals. And you
Yes,
can
of course.
understand, and we can understand that. Like, this is
Yes.
my company. I need to make sure my company keeps growing, and you guys are my writers that I developed. And so now, listen, I'm going to put you in a production. I'm going to move you up. You're not just going to be writers anymore or musicians. Now you're going to be producers.
Right. Okay.
That's a big stance.
So do you think that was really the carrot to keep you from progressing to what you wanted to
Yes.
progress?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Sounds like yeah. And you know
A-
what? That was a clever move on his part.
yes, it
Yeah.
was. It was, and and a sad move as far as the group is concerned. So,
Yeah.
so sometimes we have to really be careful about the decisions that we're making, because you can hurt somebody. And if you don't understand, like, the reasoning, because sometimes people will say, listen, my company, I got to make sure my company keeps growing. I need you guys, I developed you guys, and I need y'all to do this and then this and that. Sometimes you can get so caught up in that you don't look at the long term and go, well, these guys, they've dedicated themselves to me, and now they're trying to do something for themselves. Maybe I should help them. Maybe I should produce them and help them produce them and put them out there. Because if that takes off, which it was going to take off, because we were the sound of Los Angeles and we were
Yeah.
hot. So we were ready to explode, and he didn't let us.
Do you think that at that time, um, was that Leon's which at that time do you think controlled Leon then? Was it doesn't sound like it was Leon's creative head. It sounds like it may have been Leon's business or career head.
Okay, so what's the question?
Where was he going at the time? What it wasn't obviously Leon's musically creative head that he got in the very beginning. It sounds like it was more of a business career head that he had on, rather than a musically creative head, to stop you from doing what you were doing musically.
Okay, so I think I understand the question. Or are you just making a statement?
It's a question.
And what's the question
That
specifically?
When Leon started out with Solar, he definitely ruled with his creative head, his musically creative head. But by the time this happened with the Throwdown Brothers, and he sort of like deflected your interests to make you producers as well as musicians, to lead you away from where you musically wanted to kind of go. Was that Leon's business career head that was leading, rather than his creative head?
I don't know. It could have been a selfish head as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It could be like, no, y'all gonna do what I tell you to do. This is,
Yeah.
and so instead of having a meeting with all of us,
Yeah.
See, because that would have been the way to be respectful
Yes,
to all of us.
yes, yes,
He chose individuals to have that meeting with, and he and that started pulling us apart from each other. So so that part right there, like I said, I don't, I'm not sure where his heart was, but his actions is what messed everything up for us.
yes. It
Yeah.
sounds like it too. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know where his heart was. His heart could have been in a good place. I have no idea. We were,
yeah,
I mean, it was so this is the sad thing. We're like, we were all like buddies growing up together. And
yeah.
we all came together and we became friends and we just loved each other. And Leon was a part of
Mm,
that. We were having fun. We would go out to the movies together. We'd go out into concerts together just to listen to how people would react to the music that we were doing. Because
mm,
Leon would talk to the DJs and say, "Hey, can you play this and see how the people react to it?" And then
yeah,
we would hear how people, or we would see how people would react to our music before it even came out, and
yes,
because we would go to clubs, and so we were like a family, we were friends, and so you always, well, I shouldn't say always, but you're feeling and thinking we're just family, we're all looking out for each other, but
mm,
that wasn't the role that Leon was playing. He wasn't
yes,
he wasn't looking out for us, even though he was looking out for us. He was looking out for us to do what he wanted us to do.
yeah,
He
yeah,
wasn't looking out for us to do what thought would be best for us to do. So, and we learned the hard way. It hurt
yes.
us.
Of course.
It hurt us. And some people wanted to fight him and beat him up. And I was
Really?
like, and I remember saying, no, we're not doing that. That's
Yeah,
stupid. I mean, Leon made a decision, and now we have to make a decision. We're just as far, we're just as much to blame as he is, because we didn't have to go to those private meetings with him. We didn't have to take our songs and go do it and produce it on other people. We
yeah,
just we agreed to do that. So it's a uncomfortable situation, but we got to be grown up in it. We can't be childish like in it. We can't be vindictive in it, because the vindictiveness doesn't get us anywhere.
no,
It isn't, it's just like you just keep moving and you keep going forward. And that's your life, right?
yes,
And so some of us died in that frustration and that anger. And it's so sad because
I also think too that as we all move on and evolve, which that's life. I don't know how you feel about this, but I look back on things now and yeah, I look at things that went right and that was great, but I also have things like you that went wrong. But I always think that I don't like the word regret, because you know what? It's too late. And the way I look at things that I've done that didn't maybe turn out so well was that it was the right thing to do at the time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it.
right,
And I
absolutely,
think that's important as well, too, that, for the things for the decisions you've made in your life that maybe didn't turn out, you have to forgive yourself. You have to
hmm,
ease up on yourself. Beating
yes,
yourself up later on isn't going to solve anything.
right, right. And so that's why I say to all my brothers, that was a part of it, keep moving forward.
Yeah, yeah, keep
Because
moving.
if we go back there, we can't change anything. It already happened.
It's happened, yeah.
Yes. So some people are frustrated because they don't have the house, up in the hills,
Of
and
course.
And like I said, everybody should at least got $1 million in a house on the hill.
Yes, of course.
That should have just been like, here you go, thank you guys for helping me. That should have been our gift from Leon Silvers. That's what I feel he should have
I
gave
agree.
all of us.
I absolutely agree.
You know,
But isn't that just typical
at least the
music?
core. At least the core.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that your industry? That's all part of being in the music industry. I mean, the music industry to me seems extremely brutal and very, very unfair. But I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know how you can be in the music industry. I don't know how you can take control of it unless you are an independent artist. I don't know how you
I didn't hear the last part you said. You broke
I
up.
don't know how you can take control of everything that's going on around you if you are under a contract. I can only see that you've got control if you are an independent artist. Like for instance, I mean, let's just say that you release a single with, let's say, and the beat goes on. I mean, how would you possibly know whether that sold 1 million copies or 20 million copies? All as you get is a royalty check. You might think that's a great royalty check. Look at this, all this money I've got. But you don't know that you've been shortchanged.
Right. Absolutely.
You
And
wouldn't know
so,
that.
right. I mean, I'm just thinking about we traveled a lot. I did. And when I left Silver Spoon, I went to A&M Records,
Mm.
and I was over there with Herb Alpert, and that was a legitimate place, and I got to see what it was like to be with a real company. Not that Leon's company wasn't a real company. It was just it wasn't business oriented.
No, no.
So
And it was a
Leon,
learning curve for you.
yeah,
So
Leon, yeah.
when you went to A&M, had you had enough experience that did you go to A&M with a different head on?
I went there with the same head. I went
Okay.
there with the same mentality.
Okay.
I was excited that I had a company that was paying me
Okay.
every month
Yeah.
and on time, and
Yeah.
and gave me an advance to sign
Okay.
with a signing
Okay.
bonus as well. And so it was a legitimate situation, and I felt really good about it. And so
Okay. So you didn't regret it at all.
no, not at all.
Okay. Okay.
And and I got stuff. I got 3 songs on Atlantic Star's Secret Lovers album,
Of
which is
course.
a
Yeah.
platinum album. And
Absolutely.
so
Great album.
I think it's multi-platinum. So they were able,
Yeah.
the company was able to recoup all the monies that they had given us just from that,
Okay.
and then we got another platinum record with the Jets, right? And then we
Yeah.
got Regina Bell's first single,
Of course.
her first hit, "Show Me the Way,"
Of
um,
course.
and so it was there was a lot of stuff that was going on as far as Joey Gallo and myself. Now it
Yeah.
was 5 of us that came over there, so it was Joey Gallo, myself, Dana Myers, William Zimmerman, and Pamela Phillips Olan. We
All at
all
the same time.
yes, we all left. So I started it. I was the one
Oh,
that jumped. I was the because I lived with Leon.
maker.
So I started this we got to get out of here thing. Because
Okay.
I lived in Beverly Hills with Leon. And so I received this mail. I got this mail at the door that came to Leon. And it was a big envelope and it said bankruptcy court. And I was done. I was like, bankruptcy? What are you doing? And that's, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. That's some big, I was done with the oh yeah stuff at that point. And so
Wow.
I packed up my stuff and I left. And so
What
and I
like
took
that?
yes, I
Wow.
said I'm out of here. And so then And I left my beautiful cat with my neighbor, and she was glad because my cat was always at her house anyway. And looking down the hill because we lived on stilts. We had our house was on the side of a mountain, so we were looking down into the mountainside or whatever you want to call it. And so my cat was always sitting there looking down, and so I said goodbye to my cat. And I remember driving off in my Jeep. I just bought the Jeep. I was frustrated. I'm like, I just bought a brand new car and you filed bankruptcy? And you weren't even paying us anyway.
Yeah.
Not at least not the right way. And so I left, and then I talked to the other guys and I told them why I was leaving, and they're like, "What?" And so then so when Leon came to the studio and he heard that this talk going around, he was like, "What the hell's going on with it?" And I said, "Leon, I told them what you did." And so and he was like, and so he had to deal with that. And the guys were just frustrated. Everybody was frustrated. So he's like, "Yeah, we're out of here, man. We can't work for free anymore. Just can't do it anymore." So then we all went outside and got in the car, and he came outside chasing us.
Seriously.
Yeah,
With that big afro.
yeah, they came outside chasing. We was like, "We're out of here, man." We got in the car and we drove away. But Leon, like I said, he was a good guy. I mean, but he had some issues, and 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 we were a part. We were the victims of his issues, and so.
So,
But
so can I ask you, you may not remember if I ask you this question, but so you found this letter and you say you got in your Jeep and you just left.
yeah,
So can you remember, can you put some sort of timeline on this? So you left, but you were still going to work at Solar.
yeah, because we were still
Do you remember
producing.
what do
It
you remember
wasn't.
what
No, it wasn't Solar. We were
oh, it
doing
wasn't
stuff
Solar.
for. No, we were working for RCA
So
and
weren't you working on any Solar stuff at the time when that happened?
well, we're always doing Solar stuff.
Right.
We were always doing Solar stuff. But at this point, it had became very clear that that's not going to happen anymore because once we found out that A&M Records wanted to sign us,
Okay.
we I mean, we went over there and we had a meeting with the A&R director, and he was like, "Man, they want to sign you guys, so I think y'all should, really consider it." Now, this guy and Leon were really good friends, so we were kind of nervous about having this meeting with him. But it was a good meeting, and so we were like, and he was just trying to be like, I think it's the right, he's like, I understand, like, I love Leon, and him and Leon, they were best, friends and stuff, and they grew up together and all that stuff. But he was
Great
like,
friends after that.
but but he was like, this is the right thing to do for you guys. Y'all need to go to the next step. It's time for y'all to go to the next step. And so we did. We went to the next step.
Well, we're all five of you actually leaving an existing contract, or was it okay that you just went?
Well, he filed bankruptcy. Once you file
Right.
bankruptcy, you delete the anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
contractually, yeah. So
Because what were you all bound to contractually had that not happened?
well,
You couldn't.
it was just basically as we were just writers was with it was just it wasn't a production contract, it was a writer's contract. So we were signed, our publishing was signed to Leon, and so
Okay.
at that point we had decided we're going to move on. And so and then it was nice, such a beautiful blessing for people to offer you and say, "Oh yeah, you get your publishing, of course," you know, and and we're and like, "Oh, this is wonderful," and we're gonna give you money on top of it, and we're gonna give you an advance on top of that.
Wow.
It's and we're gonna give you an office. So I got an office, I got an advance, I got money every month. I was blessed. We had meetings every month with all the writers, and the list would show us these are the things that are coming out. These are the artists that are looking for material. If y'all have any songs for these artists, I mean, so it was very organized,
Wow.
and that was good for us. And so that's what we did.
And so, did all five of you get very similar contracts? What was the difference like, what was Pamela's contract a writer's contract, or what? Like, what were you personally contracted for? What was in your contract?
Well, we all had the same contract, pretty
Yeah.
much, just different amounts, you know.
Okay.
And so Dana Myers and I think Dana Myers and Joey Gallo got the most because they had the biggest hits at the time.
Yes.
And everybody else, we all had we were the underdogs. We had to work our way up to getting, what they were getting and more. So, but we had to start from a smaller beginning, which was great for us because we weren't getting anything anyway. So we were we were very blessed to get what we got. And so
I didn't know how you're going to pay for that Jeep.
Exactly. And so and then we got a place, I got a house, I did this. I was doing things that I couldn't do at Silver Spoon because Silver Spoon wasn't paying us.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a sad situation because Leon was like my brother.
Of course.
Right? But
Of course.
But you got to pay your brothers too. They got to live, right? Everybody's got to live. We got to live. You can't just like, hey, yeah, we're best friends, but I'm not going to pay you. Like, what?
Yes.
You got to pay me. So, but anyway, it was I love Leon, and I think that he did a really good job, and I'm grateful for the opportunity and the blessings that he offered all of us, and we all know we did the right thing.
Of course, yeah.
And so at the very end, it was kind of strange. Dana Myers ended up going back and was about to do something else with him, and then he lost his life. But it was just strange. I just thought, why are you going backwards? Why are you going back to something that that's not right?
Yeah. Well, why do you think he was?
He had no other opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not that he couldn't have gotten it because he was really good.
Of course.
But he didn't know where to go.
Okay.
So, but anyway, let's play some more music.
Yeah, let's.
And we'll come back and chop it up here. Dynasty's Revenge on Solar Records Radio.
Knocking at your door with just my heart in my hands.
All right. So we were having a good time. That's the song I wrote for Carrie Lucas, and we were having a good time um at that point because we were making hits for everybody. But the direction that the band was going in was revenge. That direction completely different, something completely dun, 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 dun. I mean, completely out of the box. Don't I mean you don't even know like what the where is that coming from? And so that's where we were going, where Mirrors was going, which is Dynasty's band, and that's where we were going. And then it just abruptly ended. But then, I mean, the song Men that Carrie Lucas did, that was one of our songs. And we had others. And so it was just, so when I heard, Revenge, I was thinking, wow,
Mm.
wow, I can't believe that we would be so gullible. But I understand, but we were gullible and we were grown men and we were depending on our brother to look out for us, which was Leon Silvers. But he didn't look out for us. He enjoyed us, and he enjoyed what we brought to the table, and he enjoyed us all going out and hanging out and doing stuff, but he wasn't looking out for us from a business point of view. That wasn't his job. Right? That wasn't his job. That was our job. And we dropped the ball. We did that. Leon didn't do that. We did that. Because we didn't say to our attorneys, we need a better contract. We need to get this straightened out. We need to be owning the publishing in our songs. We didn't do that. We didn't have enough. So either we didn't have enough balls to tell Leon this, or we just trusted that Leon was going to protect us and make sure we were good.
But maybe you were just too busy.
He kept us busy,
Yeah.
but we were not getting what we were supposed to get to be busy. That's the problem. See, it's one thing to be busy, but getting paid is a whole nother story.
It's interesting
so
that
we-
you say about the song Revenge, because I remember when I first heard Revenge, and I remember thinking it sounded like Another Direction at the time. I didn't know that, like you're saying now, that that's the direction you thought you were going to go in. And I thought at the time it sounded like Another Direction. And I really liked the song Revenge because even to this day, it's very funky, and the instrumentation, I like how funky and clipped all the
Right.
instrumentation was. It was a song that, like, it was fast and furious.
Yes.
It was like watching a car race.
Right. It was a different dimension. We were going in a different direction now. We had already did the Solar thing, and that was great. And we did that for a few years, and then it was time we started merging into this other sound. And Leon was part of it. It wasn't just the band. Leon was a part of this. We were all growing together. We were growing together, and it was beautiful to be a part of that. Because when you didn't know until we went into the studio and we started recording It's like, oh snap. You know, we really got something here. Leon was the one that carried the weight though, because he was in charge of the pie in the
Mm.
in the beginning, and he would take it from here to there, and then we could be like, yes. Then we learned, and we started doing it ourselves. We were still not as good as Leon because he'd been doing it for so long, but we had our own version of that sound, and Leon knew it, and that's why he kept us busy. Do this, do that. I need you to produce this. I want y'all to produce. It was because ultimately he would get all the paper for it, and then he would give us what he wanted to instead of what we deserve.
But why didn't Dick Griffey see any of this?
Dick Griffey had nothing to do with this. This is so what you're talking about is Solar X. I'm talking about outside of the Solar X.
Okay.
So Silver Spoon was a production company that was owned by Leon Silvers, which we were signed
Okay.
writers,
Okay.
and it was a bunch of us. And
But
so
Dick had nothing to do with this.
no, no. He has
Okay.
nothing to do with it. He only had to
Right.
deal with Solar when we did
Okay.
the Whispers and Shalimar and,
Okay.
and Carrie Lucas and stuff like that. And so that was Dick's thing. But
Okay.
Leon did this. Leon started going this way.
Right.
so-
Okay.
So yeah. So that's
But don't you think that Leon ever went to Dick for advice?
I don't know. I don't know if he did or not. He probably did.
Right.
He probably, I have no idea. If that's what he did or if he didn't do it, whatever the case was, I know what we didn't do, and we screwed up. I know Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they did the right thing.
Yeah, of course.
They came in and they made
Mm.
and they made a U-turn.
Yes, of course.
They made a
Of course.
U-turn. They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is cool. Okay, yeah. Oh, ooh, wait a minute. We could do this ourselves. We don't really need to sign away our rights. So there you go.
Interesting.
I mean, they were there with us. So anyway, any more questions, sir?
Oh, I've always got questions. Don't forget, you wrote a song about me once that you didn't know it was called Questions. So,
Yes,
so
that's
look, going back to the beginning, the Solar stuff. So you've got two songs that I'll use as an example. So you've got the spoken intro to Meeting in the Ladies' Room, and then you've got the sort of like, you've heard of the term soft rock. You've got the soft rap intro to Fantastic Voyage by Lakeside. Do you that was really Solar's only venture into the rap genre? Do you think that they could have exploited that more, or was that not a direction that anybody wanted to go in?
They did. I mean, what's his name came in, the rapper came in with the long hair, and we lost him. He passed away.
Okay.
And he
Yeah, I know
redid,
who you mean.
yeah. And so it's the different groups started adding a little bit of rap here and there, but they were
Yeah.
singers. They were singing groups, so they
Right.
had to do what got them there, and so they stayed focused on that, and we did too.
Yes.
Everybody stayed focused on the singing part. The
Yeah.
rapping was something new that came out in
It
the
was new.
80s,
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
80s, and it was like, okay, well, what are we going to do with this?
Yeah. I
And
think
so
everybody was unsure about it at the time.
yeah.
even the record buying public were unsure what to make of it.
Yeah, the hip hop launched it really
It
heavily.
did. It did
Yes,
launch a few years later. Yes, of
yeah,
course.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
another question I have for you too is looking back to the obviously iconic Friends album. So at what point did you realise, or any of you realise, that this collection of songs could be so iconic? And when did you realise that you had something special with that album?
Um, I'm not sure. I think
Okay.
I think we always felt. I think we always felt like it was. How do I say this? I'm not sure how to answer that question.
Okay, so let me put the question another way that you will be able to answer better than probably. So when the album was finished, mixed, mastered, do you remember hearing that album as a collective for the first time, and what did you think?
And which album was it? The Friends album?
Friends, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I just thought that we were moving. We were moving, and it was very serious. We were focused on just doing whatever we needed to do to to keep going forward. Because we were the leaders of a new sound, and
mm,
so and our goal was to just keep moving forward and keep coming up with something new that the people would love.
of course.
And so
So
we
again, you were really too busy to realise what you did have.
yes.
Okay,
Mhm. Yeah.
that's a bit sad
Because
because we
sometimes
knew before you knew.
exactly, exactly. So I mean, we were just so focused on driving the vehicle, we weren't looking at where we were in the race. we
Yeah,
we were just, I know, I just gotta get here. I gotta go. We gotta turn, and we were dropping it. We were dropping hits left and right. I mean, it was just overwhelming. To be perfectly honest, we were overwhelmed by how much stuff, how many songs coming in. I mean, it started with Janet Jackson, and then and it just kept going after that. All of a sudden, people were coming in, and then uh, uh, um, the brothers Johnsons came in and was going, and the Tavares came in, and it was just then Evelyn Champagne King came in, and it just kept going, and it kept going. And the Gladys Knight and the Pips, and then actors. We had different actors and stuff that never came out because they really couldn't sing, but they wanted to be a part of the sound too, and they couldn't do it because they couldn't sing. They tried, they paid, but they couldn't play. They couldn't participate. So so we were busy, man. We were so busy because we were the ones that were writing the songs,
yes, of course.
right? So we were writing and writing and writing and showing, and then doing dynasty shows periodically with Shalimar and the Whispers. We go and open up the shows and stuff, and it was crazy. It was a beautiful crazy, but it was
Of
crazy.
course.
Yeah.
So another question that I just want your opinion on, because there isn't actually really an answer, and what happened. But when Howard was picked up to join Shalimar, and thinking that Carrie Lucas was the only solo female artist, so there was no solo male artist. Looking back, do you think that Howard might have been better served to have been signed up as a solo act and promoted to rival Luther Vandross? Or do you think that what happened was the right thing, that he joined Shalimar? Or do you not even have an opinion on that?
Okay, so the funniest part about your question, the reason why it's funny to me, because Howard and I both joined Solar at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
And so as he's joining Shalimar, I'm joining Solar
Mm.
and Dynasty. And we're starting to write and record these songs for them. And next thing you know, we go in the studio and we start recording. The first song I ever recorded professionally was The Second Time Around. And then I'm sitting in the room and I get to watch Howard sing. I met him and everything. I was like, hey, nice guy from Ohio, back east like me. And then I'm thinking, oh, he and I became buddies because we both from back east. And so to answer your question, it's a difficult question, but I think that Howard was in the right place. He started off fine,
It's not
and
fun.
and he did good. I'm not sure. Let me add you back in here. I'm not sure if he would have been solo, if it would have done as well. I don't know if he would have done it.
We'll never know. We'll
Yeah,
never.
we'll never know. So I think just if you look at it, I think he's done a great job as far as both
Absolutely.
the way that it's done. He did the group thing and then he did a solo thing. And now he's doing both.
Of
He's
course.
Yeah, he's doing both. So Luther had passed away before Howard could really focus on his solo thing. So they couldn't. There was really no competition between the two of them. To me,
Well, I mean, remember as well that Luther Vandross actually began his career with Change, with Lover's Holiday and The Glow of
Mhm.
Love
right?
transition as well.
Yes, yes.
So,
So-
moving on a bit. So can you tell us more about your involvement with the Tavares album, Words and Music? How did that come about? And I'd like to know personally if you have any recollections of writing Deeper in Love, because of course you wrote it with Dana Myers, and what was there another guy involved, Dominic somebody, or is that not true? Because
Dominic,
somebody
was it Dominic Leslie?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've seen credits where only you and Dana are credited, but I've seen other credits where the three of you. So where did he come into this, or didn't he come into this?
So Dana and I produced it, right?
Yeah, but didn't you and Dana wrote it as well
Yes, and then we
with,
wrote it.
with Dominic?
So Dominic wrote the lyrics. Dana wrote the melody. I wrote the
Right.
music. Also, I did the music,
Okay.
and Dana did the melody, and Dominic did the lyrics. And so, and that's how it came around. But when you see Dana and my name by itself, that's as producers.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
So yeah. So that was a beautiful time. I remember writing the song and writing the track and showing it to Dana and saying, "Can you write some lyrics to this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And so, but he wrote the melody.
But
And
did you know that you were writing this for that album, or
no,
were you writing anyway?
I can't remember. I don't think I
Oh.
knew. I don't think I knew but by the time it got down to the lyrics, we kind of knew.
Oh, right, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Dana and I would just have like the musical idea, from a music point of view, and then from a melody point of view. That's the music part, pretty much, and then the lyrics is a whole nother type of participation, and so
Okay.
yeah, but we would shop it just with the idea. So I came up with the title, Keep Falling Deeper in Love. Deep. So I came up with that part. And so we would shop just that. And then Dana would sing the melody and have that on the tape. And they would hear la
Wow.
da, da, and so oh yeah, we like that. Yeah, can we get down there? And then we would go and get the lyrics done. Either Dana would write the lyrics or he would give it to somebody else and have them do it. And at this time, um, our friend from Real to Real is who we chose, and
Oh,
yeah, he's from Real to Real.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
yeah. And so that's why he and Dana. I mean, when we lost Dana, I've been talking to him quite a bit because that hurt him. To losing Dana was a hard
Of
one.
course.
Yes. So, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the answer.
Okay. So on our page, anyway, I don't know whether you've seen it yet. I found a review of the album from '83, and I posted it on our page.
You did?
Yeah, so people can look at
Yeah. I
review,
haven't-
an old review from 1983.
Okay. What did it say?
Oh, you'll have to read it, but it talked about all the tracks, plus mentioned how strong "Deeper in Love" was, and I forget who reviewed it. It says on, but it's a really good review of the album
Oh, nice.
from 1983. Yeah, great album.
Yeah,
Great.
I talked to Butch,
Yes, of course.
and he's supposed to be coming on Solar Records.
Yeah,
right?
that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just saw them on TV last night
Oh, really? Okay. What were they doing?
performing.
Yeah.
They're performing on
What
some.
tracks were they
some-
doing?
I'm not sure what the show was. It was in the
Okay.
middle. It was in the middle of the night, and I was frustrated because I couldn't.
Tired.
I'm trying to find my wife's wallet, and I can't find it, and I'm frustrated. And I was just laying there frustrated, and I was flipping the channels, and I was like, "Oh, dang, Tavares! There they go, right there."
Right.
Yeah, doing the music. So it's a beautiful thing when we get to talk about these artists that we had the blessing to work with. And you see my wife down there on the floor crawling.
Yes.
It's so I don't.
Phil
I-
keeps doing the same thing, and it really irritates me.
It's just so sad, and she thinks nobody sees her. And so it's Gayla. You find your wallet? That's all I want to know.
No.
Okay, all right, Gayla, please. Anyway, all right,
Oh, and Phil keeps doing the same thing.
huh?
Phil keeps doing the same thing. He keeps trying to distract me.
Oh, yeah, that's. I'm gonna get rid of her.
I'm going to take a show on my own.
Come on, y'all, let's take a ride. Don't you say a word, just get inside. It's time to take you on another kind of trip. Cause you can't have to hop if you don't have to hip. Grab your with the extra. Close your eyes and a place where everybody kick it, get after kick it. Ain't no blood, ain't no tipping, ain't no fools in the party set tripping. Everybody got a stack and it ain't no crack. And it really don't matter if you're white or black. I wanna take you there like the Staples singers. Put something in the tank and I know that I can bring it. If you can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. We on a mission. Where I can live my life and maybe eat some steak with my beans and rice. A place where my kids can play outside without living in fear of a drive-by. And even if I get away from them drive-by suckers, I still gotta worry about them brothers. I keep on searching and I keep on looking, but fools are the same from Watts to Brooklyn. I try to keep my faith in my people, but sometimes my people be acting like they evil. You don't understand about running with a gang, cause you don't gangbang. And you don't have to stand on the corner and slang, cause you got your own thing. You can't help me if you can't help yourself. You better make a layup. Slide, slide, slippity slide. I do what I do just to survive. Slide, slide, move right. That's why I pack my life is a trip and then you die. Still trying to get a piece of that apple pie. Every game ain't the same, cause the game still remain. Don't it seem kinda strange? Ain't a damn thing changed. If you don't work, then you don't need. And only damn fellas can ride with me. Hop, it 550 down the block. Stay sucker free and shake the buses off your job. You gotta have heart, son, if you wanna go. Watch this sweet chariot swing low. Ain't nobody crying, ain't nobody dying, ain't nobody worrying. Everybody's fine. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you wanna have something, you better stop fronting. What you gonna do when the 5 roll by? You better be ready so you can ride. Slide, slide, slippity slide. When you're living in the city, it's do or die. Slide, slide, move right. You better be ready when the 5 roll by. That's what you do. Just roll along. That's right. Just roll along. That's what you do. Just roll along. That's right. Slide, slide, slippity slide. When you're living in the city, it's do or die. Slide, slide, move right. You better be ready when the 5 roll by.
Yo,
Coolio, man, why you hang up on me? Anyway, what's up with the beach? Let's go to the beach, man.
man, we ain't got no ride.
Wait a minute.
Quit calling me,
Coolio.
fool.
Do me a favor. Won't you share what's on your mind? I may not have the answer, but I can make it easier to find. Too many times you gave more than you took. Now I can show you things are better than they look. You're number one. another chapter of a love that's yours and mine. This time we've got to capture things that should never be denied. My heart beats like a novel, and you'll find that I'm hooked. Just turn the page and take a closer look. You're number one in my book. My number one. I know you're thinking, what do I want in return? Well, you can rest easy. Your happiness is my only concern. It's reward enough if I can make you feel good. There is just one thing I want clearly understood. You're number one in my book. Too many times you gave more than you took. Now it's my turn to show things are better than they look. You're number one. You're number one in my book. You're number one in my book. I got to tell you, you got to know, you're number one. Never number two. I wouldn't do that to you. You're number one in my
What an amazing, a beautiful song. My goodness gracious, Greg.
Oh, I can get lost in that voice. And that song is so clever. I love the way, I love the chord progression as it comes down, as she hits the hook line,
Oh,
the
yeah.
title, and then
Yes.
it crashes back in again. Great
Yes.
song.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great song.
Yeah. So, my brother, I want to thank Coolio for blessing Lakeside with that. That was
Yes, great
was-
track. Great track.
yes, he did a great
See, that's
job.
a healthy way to use rap. That what I like about that song and rap of that era is that I personally I have a theory that I don't think that any music genre should be used to incite violence, hatred, even just negativity. And I think that the rap in that Lakeside song is fun. It's still joyous.
Yes.
It's, you know, it's a bit silly.
Yep.
and I can really accept that. And as the guys are rapping, like lyrics in a melody, I'm listening to every word they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But the rap that followed that 10 years later, it was negative and it incited violence and it incited hatred. And we should never use music for that. Never. Or politics even. We should keep music and politics away from each other. Don't you think so?
Absolutely. I think that music is a beautiful expression,
Escape.
and we should protect it.
I think so. Yeah.
And you can talk your politics, you can rap about whatever you want to rap about, but don't combine it with
No.
negativity, because
No.
you're going to end up with something, a piece of cake that you don't want to eat,
I think so.
With
and
that
bad taste.
and that part means that your child will end up being involved in something that you like, that you condone. You
I think
can't.
so.
We got to be careful there, and we got to pay attention to. This is Throwback Thursday. We have to be careful and make sure that we don't do that. That because what you put out there, it will come back and bite you in the butt. And y'all all know about those sayings. Y'all know what that means. Be
Yeah,
careful what you say, because it will.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but anyway, God bless all of y'all, and thank y'all for tuning in today. Greg, thank you for you kind of you had us talking about some very uncomfortable, or had
I'm
me.
sorry.
Yeah, well, so the truth of the matter is that it's important that we do this, because there's no reason to hide the truth,
No.
right?
And provided we do it respectfully,
Right.
it happens.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. That's why I always say, at the end of the day, it's not Leon's fault.
No,
That's our fault for allowing
I
it to
agree.
happen. Yeah.
And you can say that you still love Leo. Well,
Right.
that's what more can you say? That's big of you. That means, you've risen above all the negativity. And whose life doesn't have negativity? Everybody's life has negativity.
Right. Absolutely. I do love Leon. I
I know.
mean, I may not like him at times,
Yes. Yes.
but as a human being, I love him. He's a
Yes.
good
And that's
brother.
fine. That's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. So, but
So I
anyway,
just wanted to show everybody my original Galaxy of Stars album. Original. Just to get everybody in the mood. And that's it. That's it.
that's beautiful, man.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that. Wow. So much history. There's so much time. How many years ago was that?
Oh, 1980.
So how many years ago was that?
45 years ago.
5 years ago. Woo! We are getting
Scary.
All right, man. Well, God bless you, and we'll see you
God
tomorrow.
bless you too. Take care,
So-
everybody.
And Solar wants to dance tomorrow, and may y'all all take care of yourselves, and we'll see you around here. When is that? Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
PM, isn't it?
Yes, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna play a song for Greg that I wrote, and you guys all take care of yourselves and be blessed.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Woodell.
We'll see you later.
Baby, all I wanna say is, baby, But what you did was wrong when you turned him on. Hey there, you can't deny it. You tried to play the field, but it isn't real. My love is more than a dream. I can't keep you out of my heart. Oh, there's no use hiding from me, 'cause everything I am is for what you are. I can't help it, I can't help it. Trapped in the thought of you with someone else. I can't help it, I can't help it. But I won't tell you that would cheat myself. Oh, baby, you'd feel the same. The tables turn sometime and your world on fire. Maybe you feel some shame.